Hello, welcome to the Chapter 7 exercise. This is a video to help you with your exercise homework. If you'll see on the screen, I've created an Alice world with the little brother and the building blocks. As you can see, the building blocks are in a row. And if you look, I've created an array with each of the building blocks and a loop indexing from 1 up to 5. And as you can see, I have an item index from blocks array up to moving a block up is height times its index, and the item index will then move backwards. So when we push play, we can see each block stack up inside of the world. Okay. In this video, I'm going to try to recreate this world. So I'm going to create a new world. Within this new world, we had to add a room. I'm also going to add the little brother. Click on home. We can have a choice of our local gallery or web gallery. In the people folder, their class. We're going to add an instance to the world. And just like the textbook on page 313, I'm going to rotate so it looks like he's stacking the blocks. The next thing we're going to add are the magic blocks. So inside of the objects collection, should have a building block. I'm just going to add one instance of the building block to my world, and I'm going to orient this to how I want it inside of my Alice world. Once I have one instance of the building block, I'm going to make a copy. Notice how when I make a copy, it extended out forward. I'm going to make a copy of building block 2, make a copy of building block 3, and make a copy of building block 4. By making a copy, it allows the distance to be equal between each of the building blocks, which will make it easier whenever you start building your method. I'm not going to worry about the chest right now. So I have my building blocks, I have my baby brother. So let's add a array. Create new variable. I'm going to create a blocks array. It's of object data type, and I'm going to make an array. I'm going to add an item, building block 1, building block 2, block 3, block 4, and block 5. So now that I have my array, I'm going to use a loop. Since I have 5 items in my array, I'm going to loop 5 times. And this is the complicated version of the loop, so I know I have an index from 0 up to, but not including 5. So now I want to move each block so that it's stacking on top of each other. So I'm going to click on a building block, and this will be a placeholder to determine the direction. So I want to move the building block up first. And I can use index as my part of my meters. Next, I'm going to actually use an object from building block so my building blocks array, on top of building block. And then I'm going to select the expression index. So as the loop iterates through, it's going to select each index from my array, so it's using each object. Still not done because I want to use a function of building block, and each building block has the same height and width, so it doesn't matter building block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For moving it up, I want to move it up the height. Okay, I don't want to just move up the height of one block, because when I get to building block 3, it's got to move up twice as high. So I have to create a mathematical expression, math, the building block's height now, times my index, because index is constantly changing as it goes through the loop. So if we push play, we can see there's a long pause because the index started at 0. Each building block has moved up the required height. Notice an error, so I'm going to change my index to 1 so I don't have that long pause. So notice each block moves up the height again. So now I want to stack it on top of the first building block. So same thing, building block move. I'm going to try backwards. Building block array. Same thing, we're going to choose index, so it's moving that block. And then we can use the building block's width mathematical expression times the index again, just like you did to make it move up. So when I push play, each building block is going to move up and then backwards onto the stack. So that's how you complete Chapter 7 exercise.